Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another general message. We're just going to tap into the energy and see what we get. I do hope everyone's doing well. I'm feeling very blessed. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I just heard buyer's remorse. I feel like there's a lot of energy around finances and in the tower. There's a lot of energy around finances and stability in the energy at the moment. Okay, we've got the Tower of the King. Okay. I'm picturing something. So I love history. I love watching like history documentaries and studying history. That's one of the big reasons. A fun fact about me: I don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. I've never been a gambler. Not a fan of it. Because if there's one thing that you'll hear studying history is a lot of people will lose their fortunes through gambling. It's a very, very, very common misfortune that plagues a lot of people. I'm getting this energy of people kind of gambling on something. Or you ever hear of those cons where, someone puts down a little bit of money for an investment and gets a big return, and then the person goes, okay, give me a little bit more and I can double or triple what you gave me. So they give all the money they have and then the person dips. It's giving that kind of energy where we're in the process of people questioning whether or not they have been conned here. And there's just a big there's a big conversation about it just happening. I don't know if this is people you know. I don't know if this is people around you. Ace of Swords. Okay. So I'll say this. You don't always have to listen to people's advice, but typically if like every single person in your life is saying something, you should maybe listen. Okay. Yeah. Or this is like, now I'll say this, for me personally, I try to follow my intuition. I try to follow God's judgment, of course, but I like to talk to people around me as well. And I really like to get advice from people who I feel like have been successful in life. So they've made good decisions. They've kind of created a nice life for themselves. And typically if I'm making a life choice and then I ask them, 99% of the time they're very supportive of it and it usually turns out great. What I'm getting here is the opposite energy. So there are people who have had educated people, experienced people, successful people telling them this is not a good idea. You shouldn't be doing this. I'm getting a strong financial energy here. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. It's a big energy. The moon, a big, big energy. This is also like voting for someone without looking up their policies or their history. Okay. 9 of Cups. All right. 6 of Wands here in the world. There's this sort of victorious energy that is starting to kind of fade away here with the Justice. This feeling of, yes, like everything's going to be great. I'm going to get everything I want in life. And it's starting to become lukewarm here. It's a lukewarm energy for sure. Oh no. Oh my gosh. This card fell out of the deck in the reverse. I tried to put it on the table and it fell back into my lap, still in the reverse with the 10 of Cups. Okay. We have the Temperance, Queen of Wands. Okay. We keep getting this Justice card. All right. The nice thing is I am still seeing an energy of people who are going to be stable, whether it's now, whether this is coming up. I'll say this because the energy is coming through really clearly. The people who are not in that energy of everything is perfect, everything's going to be solved, there's nothing to worry about financially, those are the people who are going to be financially suffering. If you're being realistic, if you are living below your means, if you are paying attention to how you spend your money, if you are paying attention to things like policies, tariffs, you will do very, very well in this next phase. You will be fine. But I feel like there's a lot of people who, I'll be honest, just don't It's kind of a lot of work to educate yourself on finances. It's kind of a lot of work to learn how economies work. And it's a lot easier when someone says, you know, hey, give me your money and I'll double it. Don't ask how, don't ask why. 8 of Cups here. With the Tower and the King of Wands. I'm just kind of getting this energy of a lot of second guessing, a lot of worry, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety here. Let's see, let's get some more. So this could be somebody around you who's made some really bad decisions. This could be people you know. This could be you moving out of an energy where you're like, okay, I'm not going to pretend like everything's going to be sunshine and roses. Okay. Whether people want to admit it or not, I think, yeah. There's a general understanding and an admitting, whether they're saying it or not, that they know that things are not about to get better. Even if they were hoping that things were going to get better. But the thing is, once again, the energy has been coming out consistently like this. Not everybody is going to be really, really suffering. If you're actually prepared and like thinking about these things and preparing yourself, you'll be okay. 3 of Wands, exactly. If you are foreseeing, okay, I'll just say this. No matter how well the economy is doing, always live with the prospect that a depression could be right around the corner. And you will be fine. 9 of Pentacles. You will be stable. You'll be comfortable. Judgment here with the Page of Pentacles. With the 8 of Swords, I'm telling you, I don't know what has been going on. You know, this is kind of reminding me of, as someone who loves to watch what's going on in the world. Remember Brexit? If any of you are familiar with that, when England voted to leave the EU and it pretty much destroyed their economy and they still haven't recovered. It's giving me that energy where in the beginning I was like, yes, I don't understand how, I don't understand why, I don't want any details. I just believe that this vote, that this decision is going to fix everything, and it just made everything 10 times worse. It's kind of giving me that energy. Page of Wands. Once again, my Page of Wands with my 2 of Wands has been coming out really... I feel bad for this little Page of Wands because right now this Page of Wands is kind of like a half-baked idea here. The Page of Wands is kind of someone maybe who feels like they know more than they do or is led more by passion than anything else. There's just, oh my gosh, a 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. The honeymoon phase is over. I feel like there was this initial burst of like, yes. Like, and this doesn't just have to be right now. This feels like an energy that kind of happens in cycles. People get kind of all riled up about an idea. They don't do their research. They're not educated on any of the pertinent information. They make a bad decision because they've been convinced or manipulated to think that it's a good decision, right? And then the honeymoon phase is over. This doesn't have to be finances, but, you know, I'm sure we've all had that friend or family member who goes back to that person that we know they shouldn't be with, or makes that decision or that life change that we know is probably not going to benefit them. And it's like reality's starting to sink in. The Strength here with the Hermit. But going back to that Brexit example, we're years on from that decision where the British economy is still kind of steadily declining. And a lot of people who supported it still don't admit that they were wrong. I don't know who they're blaming now, but they're not taking personal accountability. And so be prepared for that too. I think we've seen this in small ways. I think we've seen this in big ways. But there's not going to be a whole lot of accountability. There's not going to be a whole lot of, oh, you all were right. But you don't need that. You should get enough satisfaction just by being okay during this next phase. I do see the collective being comfortable. I do see the collective taking care of all of their needs. You won't have to say, I told you so. They'll see it for themselves. That's what I have for you. Ooh, energy is kind of, sorry for these people, I guess. But, I've seen this happen ad nauseum through human history. None of this is new. It just happens over and over and over again. But the great thing is, if you're realistic about it, you don't have to be part of that nasty cycle. That's what I have for you. So I do hope this resonated. I hope this was helpful for you. You can feel free to check out one of my other videos if you would like. You can check out my Patreon if you want to support me there. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you'd like me to read the energy in your situation. But thank you so much, and until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.